Although fans believe the NFL is becoming a soft league, the players are now being protected with rules from sustaining career-ending injuries and brain damage. According to the Boston Globe, the QBs now have new rules that protect them from sustaining brain damage, from concussions, and ACL tears because now the linebackers and linemen cannot hit them as hard or fall with all their weight on them. For instance, if Gage is playing quarterback and he is playing linebacker and he is coming to sack the quarterback, he cannot fall on him with all his weight. As you see, he had to fall to the side instead of falling directly on him. Therefore, he cannot hurt his shoulders from hitting the ground so hard or twisting a knee. If the linebacker does land on him with all his weight, they are given a 15-yard penalty and an unnecessary roughness call. Another rule that is being put in place specifically for concussions is called targeting. Targeting is when a player leads with their helmet or their shoulder pads into another player's helmet, therefore giving them a concussion or hurting them. To demonstrate, Gage say he's running with the ball. Griffin would run into him leading with the crown of his helmet or his face mask. As you can see, their heads collided and that would not be good, and that can suffer concussions and which can lead to CTE and brain damage. This penalty is also a 15-yard penalty, and according to the NFL operations, the player who targets the other player is ejected from that game. Another rule to protect players is the defenseless player rule. As the player goes after the ball, they are not thinking about the other things around them. Therefore, another player cannot collide with them while they are considered defenseless. To be considered defenseless, they have to be going after a ball and not paying attention to anything around them. For instance, when a quarterback throws it and it's in midair, the defender would not be able to just lay him out and hurt him. To demonstrate, the ball's in the air and he is running, and this player just hits him while he's not looking. This protects him from getting his head hit so hard to the point where he has a concussion. This is also a 15-yard penalty and could possibly be an ejection from the game due to targeting. Another rule is the concussion protocol. According to WBUR News, all players must pass a concussion protocol test to be able to play. Playing with a concussion can lead to further brain damage, which is not good for the brain in the future. To pass a concussion test, you have to do an agility test. It's where you go through a sequence of running, and you cannot get a headache while you run, and you have to pass it within a certain time limit. Another test is called the headache test. You're unable to have a headache within a day of the game. If you do have a headache, you will not be able to play that game. And another QB protection rule they just added this year is referred to as the Aaron Rodgers rule. You're unable to clip the quarterback under his knees while he is in the pocket. To demonstrate, Gage, the quarterback, and Joe, my friend. Linemen and linebackers are not able to sack him below the knees to protect the knees of the quarterback. Professional quarterbacks such as Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers have all suffered season-ending knee injuries due to this. So therefore, they put a rule to protect them because they don't want such good players sitting out a whole season. The NFL has a dilemma on whether to give the fans what they want, as in a violent league, or to protect the players from sustaining injuries. And the future is unknown in the NFL. Thank you for listening to my speech.